You are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday, and you know what those days mean. It's time for another AEW Event Center report for either Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision. And now, here is the host of the AEW Event Center Wrestling Report, New Bedford's version of Tony Schiavone, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1861 of the show. Hope you guys were having a wonderful. Hope you guys had a blessed day, because it's nighttime, 10:13 p.m. The 4th of December 2024. Yeah, that's right. We're 3 weeks away till Christmas. 4 weeks away to the end of 2024 to begin 2025, and totally stoked. I'll tell you what's going on tomorrow. As you know, Press Your Luck Network Throwdown Thursday, the first one of December 2024. And as you know, on Thanksgiving, I won again. So every time I play on Thanksgiving, I win. And on Press Your Luck, and I have won. Once again, the CBS version, I'll be defending that title. And and for the second week in a row, I was one spin away from winning it all, losing it on a whammy. For the ABC version, I will rectify that. Hopefully, with this episode of Network Throwdown Thursday tomorrow. Also, watching TNA as well. Rant and Rave at 8 o'clock on the Brandon Martin channel. Check us all out there. We'll be making picks and predictions for NXT Deadline, which I already did on my channel yesterday, but I will repeat those predictions on the Rant and Rave podcast. But we're going to talk about what happened on AEW Dynamite. As you know, next week winter is coming. A lot of Gold League, and then the Continental Classic is underway, firing up for sure. And we have two Gold League, Continental Classic matches, and the fourth in this tournament for each of the leagues. It started off with the Continental Classic in the Blue League, as you know. Kazuchika Okada is the reigning defending Continental Champion. Should he not make it to the finals, we may end up seeing a new Continental Champion. Shelton Benjamin took on Kyle Fletcher. This was a heck of a matchup, and both members, they're both members of a faction. They're not allowed at ringside. That's one of the rules. 20-minute time limit. A victory is worth 3. A draw is worth 1. And Don Callis is joining on commentary, and this was a heck of a match. It could have gone either way, but Kyle Fletcher ended up winning the match. And there'll be a lot more in that situation. Hook comes out to address Nick Wayne, and he said, well, I'm going to call you out now, because he's still ticked off of what they did to his father. Christian Cage and Shayna Wayne came out, but Nick Wayne keeps saving an attack hook from behind. All three men are attacking Hook, trapping his arm on a chair, did a concerto on Hook's arm. So it seems like Hook's going to be out for a while with a hurt arm. Renee Paquette interviewed Mercedes Moné, who is not very happy that Anna Jay decides to target her for the TBS Championship. And she says she'll be watching her match against Penelope Ford tonight. And meanwhile, MVP was upset with Benjamin after the loss. He says, who are you? We hurt people and all that. And Lashley almost said the same thing to him. And then he sees a stagehand. He attacks the stagehand. Security try to get involved. MVP and Lashley started attacking security as well. Not surprised they call themselves the Hurt Syndicate. It's what they do. It's how they do things, and I'll tell you what. They're really causing a lot of problems. Then you got the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royale. As you know, the last two men remain standing will face each other at Winter is Coming next week. And the winner of that match will face MJF for the Dynamite Diamond Ring at World's End. And here are the participants: Adam Cole, Evil Uno, Leo Rush, Action Andretti, Mark Davis, Rocky Romero, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, The Butcher, Kyle O'Reilly, and both members of Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin. Eliminations key eliminations. Andretti and Leo Rush eliminated their top flight teammates. What does that mean? And if they decide to feud, whose side Layla Gray's going to take? Who knows for sure? And it got down to the end between Butcher, Brian Cage, Adam Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly. And Brian Cage and the Butcher got eliminated. So Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly will face each other next week. And for the winner to face MJF for the Dynamite Diamond ring at World's End. Julia Hart playing some mind games with Jamie Hayter. As you know, Julia Hart is planning to make a comeback from injury. And Renee Paquette was interviewing the Acclaimed. It seems like Max Caster is doing a lot of this. And doing a lot of that. And even Billy Gunn tried to straighten them out. He said, oh, okay. And then, he's not listening. Can you talk some sense? And Anthony Bowens kind of looked at him. You claim to be the best wrestler in the world? Prove it. He says, okay. See, this one I want to see some support. Even Billy Gunn's like, I'm going to punch him in the mouth, Max Caster, what are you doing? Max Caster said house fire to Swerve Strickland. That was your first mistake. And then the two fought, Swerve Strickland, Max Caster. Strickland won the match, and then he ended to stomp Caster up the top rope after the matchup. And Max Caster, next time, stop being like a Run DMC song. You talk too much, and boy, you never shut up, dude. Here's an idea: if you don't say anything nice, don't say anything, Max Caster, please shut up, okay? Please shut up, bro. Listen, you run your mouth, it's going to get you, your big mouth's going to get you a lot of trouble. You already got yourself in a little heat, not only with Swerve Strickland, but with your partners, Billy Gunn and Anthony Bowens. What's up with that? Dude. I don't know. Max Caster does a lot of this. Too much of that. Anyways. MJF addresses Cole and O'Reilly. MJF's cracking up laughing at the whole thing. And he said, everything's happened, it's your fault. And I'm going, oh boy. So, John Moxley becoming World Heavyweight Champion, he says, it's your fault, Adam Cole. So I'm like, oh boy. So MJF, let's get a new scapegoat involved. Yeah, Adam Cole. Thank you very much. Unbelievable. I feel bad for Adam Cole. Jay White went one-on-one with Pac. And Wheeler Yuta tried to get involved during the matchup a couple of times, but it backfired on him as Jay White took advantage of the situation and ended up winning the matchup. Maria Shafir comes out, distracting Jay White, and then after the matchup, and then John Moxley attacks White. Adam Page arrives, and then John Moxley ready to confront him. And then this supposed cameraman with a hood and all started grabbing the White and say, hey, what are you doing? He pushing him, and it wasn't an ordinary cameraman. He ended up choking John Moxley with a camera wire. It was none other than Orange Cassidy. The rest of the Death Riders tried to get in the ring. Claudio was not there because he was preparing for his matchup against Brody King, and gives them each a Superman punch except for Marina, obviously. And then Hangman Adam Page fights off the Death Riders as long as Jay White. And we come to find out that Jay White and Orange Cassidy team up against John Moxley and Pac. Going to be very interesting to see how that develops. But the Death Riders said retreat. And then Christian Cage was holding the AEW contract, stalking them. The mind games are afoot, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Hayter responds to Julia Hart, says, hey, why don't you come face me face to face? Don't do all these stupid mind games. You want to fight me? Let's dance, basically. And then there's a New York Minute with Chris Jericho. He's making a promo about him being at Final Battle. He doesn't know who he's facing, but he's looking forward to it. And then two Cowboys in the saloon. Bandito is supposed to make a comeback from injury, and he's heading his way to AEW. Because last time we saw Bandito, he was part of Ring of Honor television a long, long time ago. Before, and he was on Ring of Honor before AEW bought it. So Bandito making a comeback and making his rival in AEW, that could add to the Lucha Libre division. Anna Jay went one-on-one with Penelope Ford. Anna Jay, in a great matchup, won the match and calls out Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné responds to her. So you got to come back 10 years later, do something. Oh, you mean like this? She slaps Monet across the face. Monet was about to fight her, but then she looked at her watch. On my time. And then she takes off. Meanwhile, Renee Paquette interviewed the arrogant AEW Women's World Champion, Mariah May. And Mariah May claims that she's doing it for her best friend and all that. Yeah. And then the lovely, the gorgeous Venus herself, Mina Shirakawa, appears. And I thought she was going to do the same thing to Mariah May, but then she hands the champagne bottle to Mariah May, goes, do it to my face. Make me work. You know, Mina wants a challenge. And I'm sure she'll get it from Mariah May. Continental Classic, the 4th Gold League matchup, Brody King, Claudio Castagnoli. These are two big men. They fought tooth and nail. And until the end, Claudio Castagnoli had the referee distracted, delivered a low blow, and Claudio ended up picking up the victory right after that. So, and Claudio Castagnoli and Kyle Fletcher, each in the league with their respective leagues, with 6 points each. Will they be the two last standing? Who knows? How about Okada? We haven't seen him fight in the Continental Classic yet, but we shall soon see. That shall happen soon. So, that's all the time we have on this show. Like I said, tomorrow we got Pressure Luck. We got TNA to watch. And also, Rant and Rave podcast, Brandon Martin's channel, every Thursday at 8. We're making predictions for the NXT deadline. I will repeat the predictions I made on that episode. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all later. Ta-ta for now. See you tomorrow. And until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with Oregon Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.